Hello. I hope everybody's doing well today. So, I am Joshua. I'm the COO of Compression Care in Nashville, Tennessee.
Josh, hang on. Don't start until after the 60
Oh,
seconds.
you're doing live. You just went
Yeah.
live. I'm sorry. I thought you
Don't
went
worry.
live.
Don't go yet.
You're on a
I'm just letting people join.
Yeah, gotcha. I'll shut up for a minute for 2 minutes. I gotta get my angles right.
Okay, I know everybody can hear us, but I'm just saying you could make this into a 2-minute karaoke. It might be, super fun.
Yeah.
I see my head bobbing to this really great music.
Intro music going. I love it.
Feel free, anybody.
We've been known to, cut a rug a little bit.
Yep. So, anybody out there that feels it.
Yeah, that is not something you want me doing, singing. Unless you like redneck country voice. That's what it is. I love it. All right. Now we're live for real. So I'd like to welcome everybody here. I'm Joshua Perkins. I'm with Compression Care out of Nashville, Tennessee. And I want to welcome you to the second Spotlight Educational Series meeting. We will be hosting these meetings. We've got this one, and we've got one more next month, and then we're taking a break so that we can all get ready for that end of the year push that happens in this industry. So we will be resuming these back in January 2025. So we're coming back at that point. And so just watch your emails for those invitations. But at Compression Care, we strive to improve patients' lives by making high quality compression accessible, affordable, and convenient, no matter where the patient lives. So, and we do that, one way if we do that is by hiring certified compression fitters as our case managers. And these case managers can help answer any questions you have, and it ensures that if you have those questions, they'll be knowledgeable and you won't just be getting something, a little bit answered. So, but with us today, we have Holly and Jill from Prairie Wear. And I'm really excited about this one because I do love the Prairie Wear product. Holly is all about creating positive global impact in communities of support through her role as the CEO. Prairie Wear is a global leader in versatile, sustainable bras powered by science to be better for your body and the planet. As a thought leader in compression in the bra space, Holly has been featured in media publications, including Fashion Design, Healthline, and various podcasts, which is awesome. With over 20 years of experience in executive management in a wide-ranging industries, Holly utilizes her diverse skill set and network to continuously improve Prairie Wear's operations, sustainability promise, and product designs. And Jill here. Jill is amazing to work with. She's a super amazing sales and education manager at Prairie Wear, a lymphedema thriver. She is passionate about empowering others through education and support. And here is Jill to share a little bit more about Prairie Wear's versatile, sustainable bras. They're called Huggers, and they're called Huggers for a good reason. So I'm going to let you guys take it over.
Oh, thank you, Joshua. Thank you so much. Holly and I welcome you. We know this is a very busy time for you as therapists. We are slotted for an hour, but we know that we can get this education to you in 30 minutes or less. We're going to answer all your questions. We'll take the necessary time. So remember, this is your education time frame. So Holly, I don't know if you just want to say something quickly and then we'll move into it.
I feel like I have to after that really long intro.
I know.
It's like, holy macaroons, who wrote that? It's very exciting hearing about myself. We're really here for you and to learn more about you and what you want to learn about Prairie Wear. And with that, Jill, I think we just launch into our very simple, very efficacious, amazing huggers so that you can learn a little bit more about us and why we're here.
Yeah. Okay, great. So like Holly said, I'm just going to jump right in. I know we actually are going to talk about our newest hugger, the Aria, but I think it's really important first. Maybe we can flip the slide. This is our product line, right? It's 4 products, amazing. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what is equal across all of our products. These huggers were made to help people feel better. That was the motto of the company and why Holly brought an amazing team together to make sure that we could put a most comfortable product on a person that is dealing with whatever they have to deal with. Again, it was designed with better for the body, better for the planet. So to me, why are we different? All 4 products, they are lay flat, they are body and chest pockets, antibacterial, moisture wicking, Velcro free, and wire free. What's different with ours is that we are a seamless garment. Why does that matter? Well, when our yarns and our thread all move in the same direction, so when you're putting this on a patient and you see a red mark, that means they're in the wrong size. That's going to create a pinch and bind mark for them. So we really strive on creating the best materials, the best product so that it's safe for that body. And again, you'll see, we'll talk a little bit briefly if you don't know about our extenders. We have an extender for the Prima and the Vita, and this allows your patient to get a little more room as you're decompressing them. Next slide, please. So again, we already briefly talked about this a little bit. I'm so excited to work for this company. One, the Okotex standard certified 100% skin safe. Why is this important for you as a therapist? Well, your patient can come right out of the OR because they're lay flat, OR ready, and stay in this product for over 7 days while they're recovering. Again, we talked about why it's wire-free and Velcro free. We did a lot of testing to make sure that nothing that touches the skin is going to irritate or cause a rash or anything like that. The biggest thing here too, it's 24/7 antibacterial and moisture wicking. It lasts 10 times longer than any other bra that's out there on the market. Why is that important? Because as you know, when someone's dealing with any health issues, it's expensive. This product allows them to start with it and grow into it as they're recovering. Next slide, please. So a lot of questions that we get from therapists like yourself is, which hugger is best for me? So I'm going to briefly go through the 4 different huggers and kind of what are the key points for you. Our Hugger Prima, and I can't see you guys, so if you're in the chat, let us know how many know about our huggers, but our Prima is our workhorse. What people don't understand is it's actually unisex. If you took the pads out, and I'm going to hold this up because I'm all about visual too, even though you've got in the background. This is primarily for post-surgical lymphedema patients. It has high compression. It's zoned and mapped and gradient. Why is that important? it's important because it's getting the compression high up in the axilla and right where your patients need it. With the extender, you're able to put that in if somebody has to have extra bandages and padding. So it allows them to be able to breathe a little bit better, but also have more room while they're recovering. And the other thing too is you don't have to wash this bra. We tell you to stay in your bra for 7 days. It does not smell, does not stink. And we personally, Holly included, we have not washed our bras for a while just to test it. I think 37 days is the longest. We don't always recommend it, but it's important there too. Again, what the biggest thing here is for as a therapist is you want to get your patient right in something that they're going to be able to thrive throughout their journey. The next one is we listen to you, the therapist, about we needed another bra to offer. We have the Hugger Vita. This is the same medium high compression, but it's got the high axilla under the arm, so that if somebody is having a lumpectomy or going through a smaller procedure, that is another go-to bra for you to put them in as they're going through their treatment. This is a great multitasker bra. What we recommend as well is if somebody is starting to feel better and they're out of their prima, they want to be out of that vest, that we say, hey, put them in a Hugger during the day. And then at night, they can go back in their prima and they can sleep in that and use the prima as your nighttime bra. One of my favorites, I actually wear all of them, but one of my favorites is the Hugger Luma. This Luma is our most active recovery sports bra and high impact. You'll notice, the clip on the back that you can expand it and adjust it as needed fit. And these 3 bras, as you'll see, they're all front closures. They are dual layered. It allows for dual pocketed, allows you to put in compression pads, chip packs, and what I'm hearing too, it's a great nursing bra. These are great nursing bras as well. This is live, so I just had a moment I have so much I want to tell you about. The Luma, again, is a great activewear if you're a runner and you're recovering and your patients need to get in something and they want to get back to life. This is a great one to recommend. And then our newest one, we just released this in July, which we're all excited about. It's our newest one called the Aria. And the reason it's named the Aria is it's our lightest compression. It's our everyday. You don't even know that you have any of our bras on, to be honest. This is our only one that is actually it hooks in the back because we were listening to you. It's got a lower neckline. It does have a little bit lower compression on it. You'll see it right in the breast. It gives you that nice lift and definition in the front and it's kind of a very feminine, sexy bra, if I'm just going to put it out there. Cute design. We love it. You'll see, we're going to send you these charts and some education information for you to help you recommend what bra for your patients. Next slide, please. So how do you fit? It's really just one measurement. Really, people don't believe us. So this is why we're different. You take the one measurement up under the armpit, above the chest. Our fit can and help is 7 sizes, from band sizes 26 to 52. We believe in this product that we've made. We have less than a 2.5% return rate based on fit and sizing. That is unheard of in the industry. I think right now
it's 2.5 overall, not just that's like any return.
Okay.
Yeah. For fit size, it's less than that. I just had to say that. That's a big deal.
I need you.
The big chart works is what she's saying. Yeah.
But the norm just on fit and sizing, it's over 15%. So again, you use the interactive find your fit on our website. It is accurate. If somebody is bigger on top, has a higher cup size, you just put that in and it will put out the right measurements, guaranteed. Next slide. So here's a QR code. We want you to win a Hugger. One of our one of our things about Prairie Wear is we are about education. I know this is quick, but I want to make sure that we can answer all your questions that you have out there. And, after this, we have created an education series that you'll be able to have this resource to learn all the ins and outs of our products. We love it's a 30-minute course. It's really fun, a lot of videos. Because one of the big things that I see as I'm coming, I've been with Prairie Wear since February. It's really about getting the message out. What do you need to help your patients? And we love working with compression care. We want to let you know that we're a resource for you as well. As you are working with your medical professionals, the surgical teams, we can help educate them as well, because it's really about the circle of support for your patients, letting them know if you get them in the right product right from their operation or surgery through recovery, it's going to minimize any kind of extra surgeries, pain medication, and discomfort. So I'm going to pause there. Holly, I don't know if you want to add any additional information, or we can open up for questions, because we could go into this for days, into the specs of it, but that's really just the high level of our products, why I'm passionate about it.
Yeah, it's never a challenge for us to say too much or to say too little, because we always want to say too much. But I would say, first and foremost, what I'd love for people to understand and hear from what you've just said, Jill, is just that we are here as an education resource. If you have any questions, kind of the top questions that we get most specifically from our therapists, which, by the way, you can see on our social media or YouTube, we're constantly putting their comments on there so that you guys can be interactive with that as well in real time. Who's saying what, when and where, and for what kind of patient outcomes are you looking for? So I think we all want that positive patient outcome. How do we get there? So primary care medical bras would be our Prima and Vita. So Prima being that full coverage and support to our Vita, which is a more relaxed fit and a shorter torso. So if you have someone with a longer torso or a shorter torso, you know that you have some different products that you can use. I think you mentioned the extender, which is really great if someone also has, if you're in lymphedema management and need to add some additional compression padding, or if you have someone with a lot of edema that you need to accommodate just for a short period of time, you still size to that band size and just add the extender to really size up for the edema. And then they can remove it and continue wearing their hugger, which is pretty spectacular, so that they only have to purchase, one bra as opposed to several to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. I think the other thing I really wanted to mention quickly, this is another question we get a lot from therapists, is post-surgical to physical therapy post-surgically. And hopefully not into lymphedema. However, that transition of coming from the OR, do we have drain management? I think, Joshua, you asked this recently.
Yes.
So, yes. And in fact, the hugger is really made to be that one-stop shop for your patient. From the time they leave the OR to back into everyday life, we want them still wearing a hugger for as long and as much as they want to. And we know it'll last that long. And we know also it's just machine wash and dry. I don't know if y'all caught that, but yes, because who wants to hand wash and line dry and all those things, especially when you don't feel good, So it's very easy to care for, very easy to size for you as a patient. And I think the only other thing I wanted to say, Jill, which you said so beautifully, which is we really believe in that circle of support. That is authentically who we are. If you find something that you love that works really well, let us know. If we have something we can share, we will. So compression care is one of them. In our education center, we have a great insurance article, for example. Compression care is on there as a resource for you, the medical professional. You have zero extra time, and yet you still have to try to fit or figure insurance, and your patients have all these questions. To me, that's what you and your team, Joshua, do. You take that pressure and time away from the therapist so that they can do their work that they need to help rehabilitate this body that needs it. And so you get to do what you do best, which is figure out insurance codes and do fittings. right?
Yeah, the insurance codes, that's the fun part.
Yeah.
That's
See, he said fun, you guys. You heard it here. Where we're like, I mean, that sounds like that's good for you, Joshua. So,
yeah, right.
and that's where for us, it's really that circle of support. We love to be in the operating room so that when they see you post-surgical for their rehab, they have a great compression bra that they can wear, they can feel safe and secure in, and then also keep transitioning beyond that in the same bra if they wish. So part of that is, which I think you alluded to, Jill, which is we like to bring local retail stores, of which you guys, if you know compression care, you might know Pretty in Pink. We hear so many amazing things about their care and intent for patients. So we love to highlight our local retail stores that we work with, compression care, the nurse navigators, other clinicians, so that you can really create that circle of, if you have a question, who can you call? If your patient has a question, if you need to send them in the store for not just a bra, but they need maybe some other accessories or things like that. That's what we want to be there for, is to really create that community with and for you.
Yeah, and Hallie, if I can just add too, because our product stretches and it's dual layered, we have that center breast clip. So as a therapist or a patient trying to put our product on, it's really super easy. You clip it in the middle and you push it on, pull it on and zip it up. Or what's really cool about this is it's already zipped up. You can put it over your head and put it on like a shirt, or you can step into it just like a skirt. So again, it's there to help it be easy to use a product and keep your patients compliant. And again, and again, we're talking to the therapist, right? This goes all the way back where you can put the chip backs all the way through, right? To help them to put the compression where they need it, extra compression. So remember that as you're exploring our products.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't see any questions, but I feel like, Joshua, you probably know the most.
Well, yeah. So I actually wanted, I get asked questions all the time about different products, and so I do have a few that I actually learned the answer to this one the other day, but I want to ask it because I feel like I get asked a lot, and I think that the therapist will be interested in this. It's when will you make one of these bras in white?
Oh gosh, yes, I would say that's probably our most common color question.
Yeah.
And that really ties into our message of sustainability as a brand and as a team. We really believe in sustainability and better for the planet. And when we learned what it takes to create a white garment, the answer has to be no, we won't. It creates a lot of waste with all of the bleach and chemicals that are required to bleach natural fabric and yarns to create that bright white. So we have a beautiful wheat beige and fawn for lighter colors that we think you'll love, and also just hopefully learn a little bit more about sustainability in the fashion industry in particular. But it is why we don't offer white, because we really believe in our better for the planet and sustainability.
When I learned the answer to that question, I was actually writing down I had taken my son to baseball, and I said, we need to talk to these coaches about these white pants we're having to clean all the time. I think it was bad for the environment before, it's bad here, but I do love it that Prairie is so in touch with that, and you want to have a positive impact. And so, I think that's a good thing. Not only as a company, but as a human being. I think it's awesome that you guys are doing that. So another question that we have though is, can I sleep in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's made to be slept in. So all of the bras now, as if they're recovering, you might start with the Prima and then the Vita, but the Aria, as they're moving through their recovery, wouldn't recommend sleeping in the Luma because that is a higher compression active bra, but the Vita and the Aria, but definitely the Prima when you're coming out of you're operating your surgical procedure. You know, we want you to stay in that bra for 7 days as long as the doctor tells you that. So yes, it is. These are nighttime bras as well, the Prima.
Wonderful.
24/7 wear, any of them. The Luma, you might feel it. But yeah, all made to wear 24/7.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then how often should they be replaced? I mean, that also lands on the insurance. Like, how often can I? But yeah.
I think insurance would give you a new one before your bra wears out.
Yep.
That's what we found. But I would say ask other people in the industry who have been using Prairie for a lot of years. I have one that's 5 years old that looks darn near brand new that I wear a lot. I feel like, Jill, you have a personal experience with this as well in terms of everyday wear. The compression doesn't change.
It does.
So,
it does not change. And, you know, it's made to be washed once a week, but it can go longer. And the only thing, because I learned the hard way because I didn't read the instructions, is that I hand washed my bra at first. And then it was like, wait a minute, the compression isn't holding up. So throw it in the washing machine, throw it in the dryer. You can hand dry, but throw the bra. It's made to be thrown in the washing machine. If you don't throw it in the washing machine, you're not getting out the body oils, the lotions. And with that is compromising the compression in there. So please throw it in there. Your compression will come back. It's like brand new.
That's for any performance knitwear, by the way. That's a little life hack. If it feels like it's not as compressive, think about how did you wash it? Because those little fibers, when they get the oils and lotions, instead of if you put your fingers together where they should still move and slide, when they get all clogged up, they just stay. And they'll stay in place, either looser or tighter, and it's not optimal. So any performance knit, you want to make sure that you really thoroughly clean them.
Yeah, when I heard that, I think it was the other day we were on a meeting and I heard that and I thought, I would not have guessed that. Like, oh, if it's not doing right, throw it and wash it, and it'll be fine and dandy and rocking and rolling. I love it.
Yes.
So that's great. So I know you guys talked about the drain management. I know you talked a little bit about the extender, but I do get questions sometimes about, like, how can the extender, like, what are the different scenarios that the extender will actually benefit a patient? I don't know if you wanted to go into it a little bit more than on how those are used.
I would say probably there's 3 top scenarios for the extender, and all of them are great. So if you're post-surgical, you're a surgical team, one of the things that can be a challenge is when you put the hugger on a patient directly in the OR, they may wake up and go, oh, this doesn't feel like the right size, even though you fit them and they're totally in the right size compression. Adding in that extender can give that extra room so that your patient becomes compliant. You want them to wear either lymphedema management or post-surgical. You want them to wear that compression 24/7. The extender can increase compliance. You may know with 100% certainty that you have them in the right size, but if your patient doesn't feel that way, they're not going to wear it. So it's compliance is number one. So the extender can really assist with compliance. The other one is to really accommodate for changes in size that could be due to medical. So lymphedema, swelling, and edema. Nursing, where someone wakes up the next morning and they're a slightly different size, or largely asymmetrical because of swelling for whatever reason. The extender is really great for that, to accommodate for some very specific time frame swelling. And then I would say the third one is really just for that 24/7 wear time. When someone is comfortable, but then just needs a little bit of extra room at night, it's great to zip it in at night just to feel a little more room. And that way you get that compliance. So I guess 1 and 3 are really similar, but slightly different scenario. Because in the third one, somebody loves the fit, but they're like, gosh, I've been wearing this for 8 weeks. I really,
I just need a break.
I just need a
need a break.
break.
Yeah,
You don't want to undo all that great work that those
right.
things have done. So zipping in the extender can make a huge difference.
That makes sense. That does make sense. So I know you mentioned post-surgically. Do you have like maybe, I mean, some of these therapists that are listening in might be seeing this for the first time. And, if we're talking post-surgically or just which procedures that the huggers are good for, like what do you have like a list or anything like that you could share with us? Like of the
Yes.
different procedures? Yeah. Yes is the short answer. Yeah.
We do have a list and gives you recommendations that definitely, encourage you to sign up for our education link, and we'll share that with you. But they accommodate from mastectomies to lumpectomies. What I wish I had, and I am a thriver, is I had to go through radiation. I could not find the most a bra that would, or even a compression bra at the time that was so soft. To me, that is where 11 years later, I still like, oh my God, where have you been? So if someone's going through radiation, these bras are so comfortable and soft and it's dual layer. So it's not touching like the aloe pads that you can insert, the implants that you can insert, really make it a very flexible bra.
Mm-hmm. And specific to radiation, I will get back to your question to Joshua, but specific to radiation, the reason that it works so well for skin sensitivity across the board, whether that's radiation or surgical scars or any number of skin sensitivities that you may have during treatment, because of that dual layer, the inner layer stays tight to the body and the outer layer moves. And so you don't have any shearing on the skin, which makes a huge difference, because if someone rolls over in bed and they have a sensitivity, either radiation or surgical scar or some edema, you don't want anything shifting or rubbing right next to that irritation. And so that's where that inner layer stays tight to the body like a second skin, and the outer layer moves as it needs to. And that's why it works. Even if you don't know why it works so well, that's why it works so well.
Why?
Yeah. So, and I think where I wanted to tie back, sorry, am I talking too much, guys?
No, you're good. I love it.
Too much.
Tag, you're doing great. See you, Prairie.
I just wanted to cover off that comment that you had made at the top of at this segment, Joshua. You said something specific to post-surgical, and I didn't quite answer it.
Oh, I was just asking like about like a list of the different things that would be,
Right.
the hugger.
Thank you. And I jumped right into the detail, but I wanted to say oncological, plastic, cardiac. We're really seeing any truncal surgery and or physical therapy management. So broken rib, rotator cuff surgery. We don't think about that, but all of those things, as an occupational therapist, as a physical therapist, you're seeing patients where they can't lift their arms over their head. That's what the front closure bra does, and gives them safety and security. So especially our Prima with the rotator cuff surgery can provide a lot of relief and security for the wearer. So I would say that would be the primary applications.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. And I know that they can ask, and any therapist can ask these questions and you guys will answer. I do want to mention that I know you said that you talked a little bit about the Prairie Wear course that's sent out. That was sent to me and I did it and went through everything. And there's a ton of great information in that course. But what makes it's not just being force-fed information. What makes it really nice and easy to use is that it's quick videos. You can learn a little something. And, I did kind of have it. I'd play a little bit and then I'd go answer some emails and I'd play a little bit. And so I kind of did it during the day and I just kind of snuck them in when I could, but I made it through it. If I had just gone fully through it, it would not have taken very long at all because of the way the format is done. But for not being a long time investment, maybe 35 minutes ish, somewhere around there.
About that.
That's I mean, you know, you could rock through it, but there's a ton of good information and it's presented well all the way throughout it. So if anybody out there does have the chance to go do that course, I think it's well worth it. I think you'll enjoy the heck out of it. And I know I learned a lot from it. So
what I liked about it, Josh, because I took it myself, is that it's experience from the therapists like that are on this call today. It's not just Prairie Wear saying, "Oh, this is the best bra ever," and of course, we think it is. But to hear, case studies and a point of view of what worked and what didn't work, and some, best tips, I think that's where the value is as well. And once they sign up, it's a resource for them, for you out there. Any questions, just ask if we're not giving you the answer. Because again, the bottom line is we want to get your patient healthy and comfortable and feeling good, and give them that hug that we're so known for.
Right. So I know a question is going to come up. I'm just going to answer it right now.
Yeah.
But are huggers covered by insurance? Whether it be post-surgical lymphedema, whatever. Yes, is the answer. Right. We can do this. That we do it all day long. We are billing insurance for these bras all day, every day. Yes, they are. And yes, we can do it. So
Awesome.
that's the easy answer, right? Yep, sure thing, no problem. So, but yeah, I don't see any other questions. Do you have anything else you guys like to add?
No, we love a good half hour.
Yeah, I know.
We make our huggers simple, so that simple is not easy to. If you ever try to take 5 paragraphs and put them into one, you know how much agonizing time that takes. So we make it simple so that it's easy for you, and this is part of that. We only need a half hour.
I love it.
This is great.
I love it. Well, I just want to say thank you both for taking the time and doing this. I know that the therapists out there will be very happy to see it. And I know I'll have requests for this video over and over again. So I definitely appreciate it. For all the therapists out there, thank you all for attending. We appreciate it. I really do. Hope that you're learning as much as we hope we're imparting to you. And you can find information on the follow-up video for this so that you can watch it if any of your peers want to watch it as well. You're welcome to share that out with them, but that's going to be on our website at compressioncare.com, and we'll get this out to you. We will also get a recording to everybody that signed up for the meeting of this video so that they can see it too. So, but thank you so much, Jill, Holly. Thank you for being here. For all
everybody, so appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey.